The Bell in the Wind. In the misty hills of northern India, tucked between forests of pine, stood an old mountain monastery. There, among dozens of orphaned boys, lived a quiet child named Tamon. Unlike the other boys, Tamon wasn't gifted. He struggled to memorize verses. He dozed off during meditation. He often spilled water, dropped bowls, or lagged behind during chores. The others mocked him with whispers and sideways glances. One afternoon, after yet another clumsy mistake during a tea ceremony, Tamon sat alone beneath the Bodhi tree, his small hands clenched with shame. That's when Master Ajaya, the monastery's head monk, approached and gently handed him a small cloth. "Tomorrow," the monk said, "you will ring the morning bell. Precisely at 4, not before, not after." At 3:45 a.m., Tamon stood silently in the darkness. The world was asleep. Crickets hummed. Moonlight spilled gently over the stone courtyard. He gripped the rope connected to the great bronze bell and waited. When the hand of the clock touched 4, he pulled. The sound echoed through the forest, rich and deep. It vibrated through his chest, drifted through the sleeping monastery, and disappeared into the hills. For the first time, Tamon felt useful. Days passed. Tamon woke before everyone, not from duty, but from desire. He came early, listening to the wind in the trees, to the silence before the birds began. He stood in peace. Each morning, when the bell rang, it no longer sounded like metal. It sounded like clarity. He didn't memorize more verses. He didn't become sharper or faster. But he noticed things, like the dew on the lotus leaves, or the warmth of tea in winter. A quiet joy replaced the ache of inadequacy. One morning, after the bell's chime faded into the valley, Master Ajaya approached. "Do you know why I chose you to ring the bell?" the monk asked. Tamon shook his head. "Because your heart was still open, not crowded by pride or comparison. A bell rings best when it's hollow inside. So does the heart." The words sank deep. Tamon didn't reply. He just nodded. Years went by. The monastery changed. The boys grew. Some left. Some became monks themselves. But one thing remained the same: the morning bell. Now a grown man with gray at his temples, Tamon still rose before dawn. Every morning he walked the same path, and every morning he pulled the same rope. The bell echoed, just as it always had. Not as a call to wake the body, but as a call to return to stillness. It was no longer just a sound, it was a reminder. The quietest hearts ring the loudest truths.